Okay, in this screencast, I'm going to show you how to create a checkbook register on Excel using formulas that will actually do the math for you. So on A2, I'm going to start with check number. Then B2, date, check paid to, then D2, check deposit amount, and balance on E2. Okay, so I want to adjust the width here so that I could see all the words and all the text. I am going to change the default width to 25. And yep, I like how that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change. I need to keep these two. I want this amount to be the balance, and this amount to be the deposit or check amount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these cells. And I want this for every transaction. So I'm merging these cells. So what I'm doing is I'm selecting two cells, D3, D4, and then I click merge and center. And then I leave this one alone. And then I'm going to select the whole row, rows 3 and 4, copy, select 5 and 6, paste. I'm going to do that until I get to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have 5 rows created. Then I'm going to copy rows 3 to 12. So 13 to 23. I'm hoping that's 10 more. And then paste. Now I have 10. I'm going to select the 10. So ultimately I just want 20 of these. Copy. Then I'm going to go to 42. Paste. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to create borders. So I select my whole table. And I go to the border icon. I'm going to click all borders. And I kind of want to make this row stand out a little bit. So I'm going to select, make it bold. I want to fill it. I'm going to choose a very light blue. So I like it like that. Let me see. Okay, so we have the assignment. The assignment says Tanya's checking balance started with $125. Which reminds me that we need to format this column, these two columns actually, because they're going to have money amount, you're going to have currency in the check deposit column and the balance column. So I select both columns. I went a little too far. Select both columns, go to format, format cells, currency. I'm going to keep the decimal place, so I put currency, keep the decimal places at 2. I'm going to hit the dollar sign. And I'm going to choose when it's a negative number, it's going to turn red. And I hit OK. So it automatically changed 125 into $125. And then I'm going to put the first transaction here is that Tanya paid Sneaker World $63 for new sneakers on June 19th with a debit card. I'm going to type debit June 19th. Oh, that reminds me. Let's modify this column so it automatically formats to date. I don't like this because I want the year. It's the 19th of June. I want a different format. So I'm going to click Format Cells, Date, and I want the 03//14 and 12. So that means the March date and year. Let's see, it changed it automatically. Check pay to Sneaker World. The amount was $63. And so, since this is a payment, we're taking money away from the account. We're going to put negative 53. Enter. See how it turns red? In this cell, we're going to put equals D5. Because I want this cell to be the same as this cell. Hit enter. Equals. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to subtract the balance. I'm going to add, well, by subtracting the balance of this amount from the balance, I'm going to create the equation E3 plus E5. The reason why I could say plus is because this number is automatically negative. So by adding the negative, I'm actually subtracting. Okay, actually I erased the formulas, and I'm going to make a correction. So I'm going to move 125. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to move that balance to E4 because that's where always the current balance is supposed to be. Then I'm going to create the formula equals E5. And then for E6, I'm going to create the formula equals, and I'm going to subtract E4 Actually, I'm going to add those two, but it ends up being subtracting because it's a negative number, as I explained before. So there's no formula here. In this cell, it's D5. And then this cell, it's E4 plus E5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select those two. I'll put my cursor right here and hold the mouse button and drag it all the way down. And you can see that the second line of each of these main rows has the current balance. And so after I made a mistake here, this is positive, but I'm supposed to add a negative here. So I'll put a minus, enter. And because these are purchases, these are money, this is money taken away from the account, I put a negative and hit enter. And you see automatically the balance is updated. So I'm going to put one more, register one more check with, it says here, Tanya withdrew on June 25th. It's a good day. And at 8 p.m. Commerce date. And the amount was $30. Enter. You can see how it has been updated. $5. So that's how you do the formulas. Now to design the page, go to print tiles, select the print area. Enter. And I want to modify the header and footer. In the header and footer, I'm going to put the date. In the middle, I'm going to put checkbook register. In the right section, I'm going to put my name. Class. Hit print preview. Okay, so I changed it to landscape, so I want to make sure it all fit into one. No, it doesn't, so I'm going to change the width. You see here, this is where the page cuts off. For these three, I'm going to make the width. I'm going to format it to AutoFit column width. You hit preview. And yeah, that will work. Let me see how it works in portrait. There you go. I just need to add all the other transactions. And always save it. And make sure you save it with your last name first.